I thought I'd give you a little taste of what I might have to offer. So maybe you'll want to come and watch some more videos of me sitting here, you know, talking about knitting, because I love knitting. Anyway. Hi. I am finally doing it. I am finally starting my YouTube channel. Recording my first video. This has been a long time thing that I've wanted to do because I am a craft person. I love crafting. I love knitting. It is other crafts have come and gone in my life, but knitting has always been here with me. It seems like, at least for the past, I don't want to give away my age, but I have been knitting for a really long time, over 20 years now. And more than just being a knitter, I really consider myself a knitting student. I don't like to just know how to do something. I want to know why it works that way, because I feel like when I do that, then I'm able to troubleshoot better. I've done a lot of ridiculous reading on knitting, like where I read reference books about knitting because I love it that much. So let me do all the research for you, and I'll just give you the knowledge. You can like skip a lot of work because a lot of people, oh, excuse me, hello burp. A lot of people don't enjoy that work. So this first video should be more than just me babbling about myself and how much I love knitting and how much I want to share with you, even though that's all true. All of that's true. I do want to give you a little flavor of what I might have to offer. I'm going to share with you what I think is some of the worst pieces of advice that new knitters get for the long tail cast on, and what I think are better approaches to a really common problem. If you want to skip ahead to, my very exciting advice for you, I have timestamps below. And yeah, let's do this. What I wrote here on my notes is prepare to have your mind blown. But that seems a little dramatic. I don't know if your mind is going to be blown by this, but it should be fun. Useful? It should be useful. I don't know if it'll be fun. I like to think I'm a fun person. Everybody thinks they're a fun person, but not everybody can possibly be a fun person. It's like when Harry met Sally. Not everybody has good taste. Oh, I miss Carrie Fisher so much. Longtail cast on, a lot of times people struggle with the tension at the bottom being too tight. So there's two pieces of advice you see most commonly. One is to take your needles, double them up like this, and cast on using two needles like this. This is a terrible piece of advice. First of all, as it just happened, it's tricky to do this and not get your yarn tangled up in between the two needles. But also, the results just aren't attractive. Look how big those loops are on the needle. And this is what it looks like in the knitting. You get these big, loopy, oversized stitches at the bottom. And yes, it kind of fixes the tension issue, but at what price? At what price? Especially when there's actually better options. So the other piece of advice that you get with how to deal with your tension being too tight for your long tail cast on is to knit with one needle size up. So here's a swatch where I did that. I should have done different colors. I should have knit these in different colors. But in this swatch, I went one needle size up. And I have to say, it's attractive. It's not those big loopity loops like you do when you double up your needles. But why is this not my favorite solution? You need another piece of equipment. Personally, I like to, whenever possible, you have to use the least amount of tools needed to do the project. I don't like to have to fiddle with a lot of things, especially because I almost exclusively knit on interchangeable circular needles, and so switching up the needle sizes, it's not hard, but it's just I prefer to avoid it if I can. What is My solution, I shouldn't say it's my solution. I actually learned this from Patty Lyons. The theory basically is that the other two solutions are creating bigger stitches, but that's not usually what the problem is with the tension, or it's not the size of the stitches that's creating the tension problem with the stitches. What's really creating the tension problem for most people is the spacing between the stitches. So to fix your tension problem, you want to fix your spacing. Well, how do you do that? It turns out this fingertip is the guide you need. This is all you need to fix your tension. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So, long tail cast on, I'm going to do my first stitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my forefinger, all right, and I'm going to put it over that stitch that I just casted on, all right. So it's right there, and generally I put it so that the stitch is sitting underneath my first knuckle. I'm going to cast my next stitch thusly, and I'm going to make sure when I tighten, that new stitch stays right at my fingertip. And then I place this new stitch, I put my finger over it like that, and I make my next stitch, and again, I make sure that I keep this stitch at my fingertip. Easy peasy. And I don't have to have another needle size. If I'm out traveling and I want to cast on, I don't have to sit there and go, oh no, I only have one needle with me. I only brought one set of needles with me. Okay, granted, does anybody just bring one set of needles with them when they travel? Granted, I always travel with interchangeable needles, so my answer would be no, but maybe people do, I don't know. People do things. And here's the result. Good tension at the bottom, nice flexibility, and you have nice, neat little cast-on stitches. If your tension is too loose on your cast-on, it's still a spacing issue. You can still use your fingertip as a guide to get good spacing in between all of your stitches. And once you do it a few times, you'll never think about it again because it'll just be an automatic part of casting on. So that is my favorite tip for fixing tension issues with your long tail cast on. So thank you for watching. Hopefully I'm not just talking into the void and no one's around. Maybe, hopefully, you'll want to stick around and watch more videos as I make them. I want to do a whole video. I am going to do a whole video running down my interchangeable needle collection because I have several sets. I have thoughts and opinions about them, and people are always asking on these Facebook groups like what interchangeable needle set to try, and so I want to do a guide for you on that. I want to do a deep dive into the long tail cast on. I just scratched the surface in this video. I want to do a deep dive into needles in general. I want to show you how I knit. If you want to find out about some of these things, please, 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 pretty please, hit the subscribe button and you'll see a little bell. Hit that bell. That'll let you know when I have uploaded a video. I don't have an upload schedule right now because I'm just starting out and I am a mother of a toddler and have other things in my life to do. This I'm doing really just because I love knitting and it feeds my soul and I want to share that passion with other people. So if you want to follow me on my social media, you can find all that down below. I'm on Ravelry, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm most active on Instagram. So see you later. Suddenly I can't remember how I like to part my hair. I literally can't remember how to part my hair. Oh my god. I do. I'm a nerd. I'm a dork. I'm a geek. I'm a geek. That's why my YouTube channel is called Crack and Little. I have so much I want to start. And I forgot to do my slap. Is that a good throw to the actual tutorial part? I don't know. So if you enjoyed this Good. Touch my face. Touch my face. Touch my face. So, please subscribe. So, oh my God, I didn't even give my name. Hi, my name's Carrie.